guys, so this is the second time I filmed this video because this little guy got full and I have not realized, and I just filmed or like chat to the end of the video and it recorded about a minute. Probably I was talking about like half an hour. Anyway, so let's start again. Okay, let me get me comfortable. This video is about the type of clients. I work as a personal trainer, so if you don't know me, yeah, I've been working about it like 3 to 4 years. So I had a lot of different type of people I work with, and I have a little list here of the people I could think of. So the very first one is the shy person. So like obviously everyone is a different personality, and then you can get shyer or like very opened up people, but I chat so much to people and I'm trying to make everyone feel comfortable. So like I always joke about and I tell them like stupid things or make myself looking like an idiot, you know, and I'm very honest. So lots of times people say that I can make them feel comfortable and then they open up. So like everyone's a little bit shy in their first 1 or 2 sessions because obviously it's just something you're not comfortable about, and then you need to have a personal trainer because you're not confident. But yeah, so like this is the one type was like probably 90% of people, like my personality, talking to them a lot and things is like works, and then they open up to me and then we end up becoming friends and things like that. But this is the one type, it doesn't really matter what I do, they just do not want to talk. Like they just don't want to share anything, and it's basically the funniest thing when you like trying to talk to them and then or like ask them questions and they like reply with like very lame one answer, like one word. So like ask them like,
I'm like, oh, how are you?
Good.
How was your weekend?
Alright.
Did you do anything?
No.
so it's like you just can't go anywhere with the conversation, and I'm just like awkward silences, and then you just stand there and like, you know, I hate that. Like I don't, yeah, it's really hard to train those people. Then you have the opposite, the very loud people who are actually like just so open, and they're like they actually awkward to train because again, like I'm just complaining about people. But it's basically like, you know those people on the bus where they're like talking on their phones super loud. So imagine these in a gym when you have like after 5, the busiest time when everyone is like around, and then you have this person and they just screams and shouts everything they say, and then you just like, oh, okay, yeah, like we probably need to go somewhere in like a quieter area at the gym because it's just awkward for me to like, you know, it's just, I don't know, I don't really like that. Then I think the funniest type is the lazy one. So when people are trying to get out of things and they don't really want to do things, and then like, what if we did, you know, like it's just really funny. Like I currently have a client, so if you're watching this you might recognize yourself. Really funny because he's very open about, it's a guy, he's being lazy, so he's always making jokes and then like,
what if we do this instead? Or, oh yeah, it's okay if we don't do it, you know?
It's like, I don't know, like I can't really say examples, but it's really funny how he's trying to get out of things, and he doesn't mind if we only do whatever because we run out of time or things like that, you know. It just makes me laugh. But a lot of times people like, doesn't matter what you say to them, they just like, they don't like it. Then you have the one who complains all the time. So like everything in their life they just complain.
Like, oh my god, today at work.
And then they're so pissed off, and then like if I tell them to do something,
why do we need to do this? I hate lunges.
you know, it's just so funny, like you just come up with everything they say is negative. The Energized one was like, doesn't matter what you give to them to do, they just always want to do more. And then once I had a girl who I had to tell to stop because I think she kind of had like a mental something going on with exercise. I gave her so much, like you could tell that she was messed up, like she was so tired, and she was just keep saying it the next time, like, well, can we do more next time, can we do more? And I was like, it's already going on your technique, you can't lift more, or you can't, you know, like you're just gonna have an injury. we were doing weigh, and then she was way under like her like normal, so I think she was quite underweight, and I was like, what are you doing, like not eating? She's like, I need to lose weight, and I was like, you don't have nothing really on you. So I think I had to explain to her what's a normal range and then where she's at, and then she understood. So I think it's very dangerous for people to, you know, like see in the media and then they look at themselves and they think they need to change. The only thing she could have changed on herself is do more weight training and get some muscles on, like toning up and things like that. But she was just constantly, look at my belly, look at my, I was like, that's skin, that's not fat. And then she just didn't understand. So yeah, it's like too energized and just wants to do too much. Could be very dangerous, I think. And then you have the one who knows everything better. So I had this person who constantly like questioned me why we're doing things in a way we're doing it, and then why we're doing weight training if this person only wants to lose weight. And then like, imagine like you being an engineer or something, and then someone like your client who work for constantly asking, or a plumber, and they're like telling you how to do things. It just piss you off. Like, it was so annoying, because I'm just like, you pay me to train you because you have no idea how to lose weight. Just let me do my job, you know? And then that's really, could be really frustrating when someone knows it better, and I'm just like, why am I here then? Yeah. Then you have the forgetful one, which I'm sure if you're a personal trainer that you had at least once in your lifetime. So it's the one who doesn't matter how many times you do things with. So if you've been doing squats or deadlifts or something a bit more technical for like 10 million years, they're not gonna remember. You have to explain it every time when you do the sessions. By the end of the sessions, they get really good at it, and then the next time when you do it, they forget. So you have to explain it again. Then you have another one where people have no like awareness of their body. It feels like their legs and everything is jelly, so like they just can't get up from the floor because they like wobble and things like that. They can't do a lunge because all the muscles are like, none of the muscles work in their body, and then they just like all over the place, and then they would fall very easily and things. And I'm just thinking like, how the hell are these people gonna be when they get older? It's like, it's just very scary. Then we have the one who never turns up or always late. So I had another one client like that before, where like either cancelled the session with some like silly excuse that you knew that it was just a lie, or they turned up to the session probably about 5 minutes late, and then they're like running in, and I'm sorry, like I'm a boss, and they're like out of breath, and then like you sitting on I used to wait people on the rowers, it was just by the door, and I'm just sitting there for like 5-10 minutes, and I'm like, okay, I need to text this person because they probably forgot that they have a session, and they like run in at the door, and then they're like going upstairs, and that's gonna take another 5 minutes at least, like for them to get changed. So that's 20 minutes gone of their session. Or they just forget to pay you every time. You have to remind them, you have a session tomorrow and you still haven't paid me, or you have a session today and you still haven't paid me. Can you make sure? Otherwise the session is not going to be happening. But it's quite frustrating when you're self-employed and then you literally only there because of them, and then if they don't turn up or like don't pay you or whatever, it's really annoying. We have the one which is slightly better but not so much. I don't know how to explain this. It's the one who turns up way earlier. So it's literally the opposite. So I had people a couple of times doing that before, and that was the worst case scenario. Was 20 minutes earlier. This person turned up and they seen me, and there was no way for me to hide. And I was having my break or rest kind of thing. There was no breaks because I was self-employed, but when people see you just walking around not really doing anything, and then they're there, and I'm just like, hi, we got 20 minutes until our session. You feel awkward because you're there not doing anything, but then they're there waiting for you kind of thing. Or like I had it before when I was in the staff room, and then client pops their head in, like imagine door frames, like,
Yeah.
and then I'm just there stuffing my head, like literally my face with the food, and oh yeah, and then it's just like, oh yeah, it's so annoying like when you have that. Then we have the one who talks too much. So it doesn't matter what we're doing, this person just do not want to shut up. And I talk a lot, don't get me wrong. Like, I don't shut up a lot of times when I talk to people, but like, they pay you an hour for you to train them, for them to lose weight, and then they just want to talk to you. So they probably pay you more for socials than actually like lose weight. So like, if you think about it, it's quite sad because people just want company. They just want you to talk to them, and then they just do not talk, do not shut up. So like, they just talk, and then you're like, okay, now we've been talking for 4 minutes. Okay, we're ready to do our next set. And then they start doing the next set, and they like trying to carry on, and they're like so out of breath, and then they just want to get it finished, you know. And it's just like, it's quite funny, like how, yeah, it's really like awkward to tell them, because I imagine like you in a story, and then you're telling me, and then I'm just okay, let's go on with the next set, and then it's just like, it feels so rude sometimes, but they're there to like pay me money for me to train them. So like, I think it's because I'm being too friendly to people. So like, a lot of times like people maybe look at me a bit more like someone they can talk to, or a friend or something, and I get very deep a lot of times with people. So yeah, that's probably me like giving them the sign that they can be very personal with me in like terms of telling me things, which is a really good thing, but no, if it goes, you know, gets the time out of, I don't know how to like say this. So it takes the time away from training. So yeah, that's all the things, all the people I can think of. Like, I might make this video quite short now because I already said everything I had to say, and I don't remember anymore what I said now and what I didn't. Because obviously I'm filming this for the second time. But I hope you like this, and if you're a personal trainer and you had any more different type of clients, then let me know, because I would really love to hear it. Other than that, I hope to see you next time in my next video. Bye guys!